Oh, you're still here. Well then, let us begin the test. It won't be too damaging to your physical body. Resuming project. Overly dramatic readings.
Grouping Love. Chapter 2. Adam and Eve. Therein. This is Miles' second chapter, and no reviews. WTF. Shut up, you stupid center bitch. You're pathetic, not Miles blaming Miles as it is against God's will. For people to hate is bad. And if you do, typo you not be allowed in heathen. So no flaming. Choose love. Anyway, Edward is much less than 3, and so is your readers. PH and X for reading. Also, my character is named Joan in this novel and :3 epoch soup so. Edward, speak to me for the rest of the class. He never looked at me, agent. I was a bit sad, but I knew that God would help me through it. I pray to him that at the end of class Edward will talk to me. But Edward, so I didn't pray loud enough. It was lunchtime, so I go and sat by myself and read the Bible all night. It can be a good read sometimes. I watched as Edward sat next to a group of people that had the same looks as him. You know, all Miss Rose and Sexa. I wondered who they were. I watched them. They ate anything, but weren't anorexic looking, so I felt more curious. I went to go and talk to him, agent. I knew he would like me because I am hot and Christian, so I walk over and sit next to him. He looks angry, but I didn't care. Hi, I am Erin. I was in your class this morning. I say, and they all stared at me. They were all dressed in Abercrombie and filled clothes. The girls in red colors and the boys in not bright colors, but not dark either, except Edward, who was in a sexy dark BRW and hoodie and black jeans. I suddenly knew they were a family, and I couldn't believe how hot the whole family are. Rosalie and Alice, the only girls who were perfect and hot like the Veronicas, but not emo and slutty. If it wasn't against my religion to be homo, I would say they were sexy. Then there was Jack, who was security and made me feel so clam when I looked at him, and he looked like Matt Thiessen. Demick was bigger than the NEE bodybuilder I had ever seen before and looked like John Cooper from Skillet. But no one could compete with Edward. He was the hottest by far and looked like Joel Bruyere. 3 less than 3 less than 3 number sign less than number sign. Why are you sitting here? Edward asked Paul Grover like. I smiled at him because it seemed well, because I want to get to know you, silly. My mom is Jones Street Sanctuary Louisa Smith. You're hot and I like you to upload, I replied, fluttering my eyelids in a sexy way. I'm Edward Cullen, he said not happily. Edward looked impressed, but I knew he would let me soon. He might have already got to leave. He smelled, but then he hadn't yet. Scowled, and then they all looked at me for like my new awkwardish like last year when my sister lied that she was going to eat cereal and had to go to camp. Come on, let's go, he said to his family, and they all left. I was left sitting at the table. I didn't get why he didn't want to now, Miles. I wondered if there was something wrong with me, and that's why he didn't like me. It was time to go to biology, so I leave and go there. Edward was in biology too. He was studying by himself at a table. I walk over in the sex away and sit next to him, wing at him. He looked mad. I didn't know why, but then he didn't look to make any more. I had been friendly the whole time, and maybe it was working. The teacher started to talk, so I listened to him. Edward was still staring at me madly, agent, but can he'll come errand because I love him. So how that. Then I think I'm getting into this quite a lot because Twilight is awesome. I love Edward and the Grillians, even Jacob and them. Thank X for writing and VLC review to tell me what you think, exclamation point 1111 less than 3 less than 3 less than 3 epoch socks text.
If you are still able, please record any adverse effects you might have experienced during the course of this test and provide them in the feedback form below. It will be very useful for future tests.